Hi Tony, what's up Tony? How's it going Tony? Hate work as usual. Bro, two peas in the same pod, bro. I'll give you that. How about me? I'm doing okay, man. It's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday. I gotta come home. Game volume's a bit loud. Oh shit, I'm sorry, bro. 1 second, man. Yeah, hello. Can you hear me alright? Is it still loud? Still loud or no? Anyways. Yeah, today's Thursday and tomorrow's Friday. And then... yeah. We'll see what happens. I tried to request for, you know, day off on Monday. And on Friday next week, but my manager hasn't got back to me, so maybe I can't do that. So we'll see. We'll see. Probably get to. He's not in the office, to be honest. I requested it 2 days ago. He's not in the office lately, so I don't know. I mean, to be honest, it's not a big deal anyways. It's more like you just take a break, you know what I mean? What's happening? No, nothing's happening. Sometimes you need a break. It's like fucking same grind, and it's just I need the space, a little bit of space. And you know, they're giving me paid leave. Why would I not take it? You know, a couple of times. I don't really go on holiday anyway, so might as well take it. I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, maybe if I accumulate a lot of days off, couldn't you like, if you think about it, couldn't you go like weeks with just having one less day in the week? You know, couldn't you go like weeks with that? Like, just take 1 day a week annual off, and it's like 4-day weeks. That'd go crazy, to be honest. I feel so good. Your team will hate you. Yeah, cool thing is I'm my own department, so I'm responsible for whatever I do. To be honest, it's really frustrating though. It is pretty frustrating. It's annoying lately because people are like not engaging. Like today I was supposed to have a meeting and then they brushed my meeting off, and I'm like, they said we'll do it another day, and I'm like, this is the higher ups, not my team or anything. Like not the people around me. And it's like, man, I put a lot of effort into this. I'm kind of pissed. I just said okay, and I came up with a solution, and then I asked the person that I gave that solution to if they're using the solution for today's meeting, and then they said, oh no, I can't deal with that nonsense right now. And I was like, bro, and it was pretty rude. It was really annoying. I was like, in my head, I was like, dude, then what's the point of me being here trying to come up with these solutions to make your life easier if you're not bothered to change in the first place? It's a little bit frustrating. It's really annoying. It's like, then at the end of the year, it's like, oh, what did you do to make things better? You know what I mean? And I'm like, well, I did this, and this, but nobody used it, even though I showed them how to do it. It's fairly easy, straightforward. I explained everything. In fact, I modified it to make it as easy as possible. It's like, fuck, man. Like, how much more am I supposed to do if people are unwilling to change? And it's like super hard to. But that's my job right now. It's like trying to get people to actually fucking adopt the stuff that I'm doing. It's just really annoying. It's just really annoying. It's super annoying. Oh man, it's really annoying. It really pissed me off today, and I realized slowly. Today was the day I realized it was just really annoying. It was just really frustrating. I was like, damn, what's the point of doing these projects then? And then I was like, fuck, man. I was like, I'm glad I'm gonna try and get these days off because I probably need them. It's like, you know, the amount of annoying kind of frustration is building up in my head. I think I probably need a day off, bro. Next week I'm going to some robot event, so that's cool. I went to one this week, that was fine. Honestly, I just don't mingle with business people very well. I'm friendly, but it's not like... You know, people walk around, they're like, oh, where you from? Oh, okay, cool. Oh, okay. I can't do that. I've tried. I can't do it. And then when you think about all the scenarios in your head on how to talk with these people, and then it just comes out the most awkward way possible. Fuck, it's so annoying. It's really frustrating, man. But no, that was a fine day. It was fine. I did that. Pretty chill. But yeah, that's the situation. Why is work bad for you? What's going on with you? You're just not liking it, eh? Other than that, I'm chilling. I'll probably do a couple of rounds of this, and then I'll head off. So I'll do a couple of rounds. You came a bit late, Tony. I wish you were here earlier. I wish you were here earlier. It's a bit annoying, but it's okay. People are busy. I don't expect them to come. Then I feel bad for leaving, and I'm like, oh, damn. Wait, I'll be right back. Actually, give me a second. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry, I went to go sniff food. Cause I can't eat. But whenever my partner cooks the food, I go downstairs and sniff the food because it's so good. She makes the bomb food, bro. Bomb.com, as my mom would say. They're not even workmates, bro. They're just higher ups. They're like above than me, so yeah. It's only like a couple of people that like this. It's just annoying, you know. And it's a lot to manage. Because I don't manage one business. I have to manage multiple businesses that are interested in this stuff. So it becomes really frustrating when they say they're gonna do something and then I start working on that something and then nothing occurs. It becomes the most frustrating thing ever. Oh, why am I doing that? I told you, no? I told a bunch of people, I feel like. I've been on a pretty strict diet. So I basically cooked my own food. And I can't eat what my partner eats because she eats so damn good, bro. But sometimes I go downstairs to just see what she's cooking up, and I just like to look at it and get a good whiff, you know? Why again? Because I'm on a diet. Pretty strict diet. Not like some willy-nilly, you know? I won't lie, it's pretty intense. My girlfriend thinks I'm crazy. I'm still stuck onto it. I've been doing it for a month, so it's been pretty good. I'm used to it now, which is good. Which is a good thing. Next week I'm halving the portions. Cause I'm overweight, that's why. Being a good lad. Halving portions sounds insane. Yeah, no, I'm doing okay. So far, I'm already doing all right. You know what I mean? I'm not having everything. It's just having the rice. I feel like it's too much rice I'm having. I'm having roughly 1400 calories a day. I think something like that. Pretty sure. Do I live in Africa or something? Where food is scarce? No, it's because I'm like... No, I told you, because I've been overeating for months. And somebody called me fat, and I was like, damn. That's wild. And then I was like, shit, me fat? That's not happening. Sorry, bro. And so I started a month ago. And I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. But I've got a target goal. I'm not going to be doing this forever. It's more like I'm going to hit the weight that I want to hit. And then I will keep the healthy eating going, or the correct portions going. And then maybe once a week have a cheat meal. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. To maintain it so that I'm not overeating all the time. It'll be like you know, enjoy myself a little bit. 1400 is not the way. I've been doing all good with 1400, to be honest. I haven't had zero issues. In fact, I've had better. Everything is better now. Everything feels clean. I eat salmon only as my main protein, and egg as well as my other main protein. I have kumara for some carbs instead of rice all the time. I have brown rice mainly, not white rice. And then in the morning I have oats and blueberries. That's like my thing for like 4 weeks. Maybe it's 1600, maybe it's 15 or 1600, not 1400. I remember seeing the number 1400. But I don't really keep track of the calories. I just make the same things that I made initially every day. Does that make sense? So like whatever I calculated initially at the start is what I'm using the same. Okay, it's probably 1600. It's probably not 1400 then. I know it's lower. It's like 200 lower or something like that. Never seen a dude survive off 1400 unless he was stranded. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I have things like avocado, salmon. I have kumara, mixed vegetables, blueberries, oats. With almond milk. I don't do normal milk anymore. It's doing good though. It's doing good. I have half an avocado per day. I'm always trolling. Am I? Do you eat the seed? No, I don't eat the seed at all. It's just the thing. I don't have it like on its own. I eat it with like mixing it with everything, with the mixed vegetables and shit. With the salmon. No toast, no bread. Just brown rice and brown rice and what's the other carbohydrate I have? Is it's the other one. Wait, who called me fat? A family member? And then I saw a photo of myself a couple of years ago and it feels pretty bad. I was like, damn, this is not good. No, they did not mean it in a good way. They most definitely didn't mean it in a good way. Tell them to throw down. I can tell them to throw down, but it still doesn't feel good that somebody's calling me fat. And then it just made me realize I need to get a grip, to be honest. It's not like I didn't really get, what do you call it, upset. It was more like, oh shit, they're probably right. I need to get my shit together. Could you win though? Probably, but I'm not looking to fight my family members, bro. Honestly, I'm just trying to get down to 75, bro. I think that's pretty healthy for my height. If I can go lower, that would be nice, because then I've got some, you know, like some extra gap to eat what I want for a while before I have to maintain. But 75 is the goal. I've got a long way to go, to be honest. But I'm pretty happy with it so far. I think last week, up until last week Saturday, I think I've lost 5 kgs successfully. Roughly 4 point something. Around that much, which is good. And I don't feel, you know, I don't feel like I'm like stretching anything, or in fact I'm finding the rice a bit bloating because during lunchtime, so that's why I said I might halve the rice portion, because it's too much. Keep the salmon the same though, and the other stuff the same. Just the rice needs to be less, to be honest. I have green tea as well now. I don't have coffee. Before I was having a lot of hot chocolate, to be honest. I don't usually have coffee, but I was absolutely abusing the coffee machine and downloading hot chocolate every fucking minute of the day, bro. It was not good, man. That's sick. What's sick? Me abusing the coffee machine? True. That is pretty sick, to be honest. Like, if you look at some of the old VODs from ages ago, if you can find the clips somewhere, like, it's actually pretty crazy how much weight I've gained. It's pretty concerning, to be honest. What's up? What's up, Isa? How's it going? Okay. I'll do one more. I'm nearly finished that book, by the way. I've already started reading another book. That's why it's taken me some time to finish the previous book. I need to finish that one though. I've got a couple of pages left. But I started reading Dive into the System. It's more like a chapter-based book where you can read chapters individually. They're not like you have to read in sequence, right? Because it's like a textbook thing. But it's pretty fucking good. It's basically getting into more details on the original book I started reading. So it's better, and it's reinforcing the ideas that I had picked up in that original book. Things like understanding the registers, L1, L2, L3 cache, how to use them efficiently, how do I program in a way that uses those forms of storage efficiently, to build really quick software rather than, you know, relying on things. I also started building that operating system, but I decided to stop. It's a toy operating, you know, I'm just following tutorials and stuff to make sure that I'm reinforcing the ideas. It's not like I'm doing it on my own, but I told myself probably not the right project for me to dive heads deep in, because I think I'm gonna get obsessed with it. And I need to like focus my battles on particular spaces that I want to improve in. And building an operating system is not exactly what I want to do at this point in time. So I told myself I'll pause this tutorial, I'll finish this after. It probably wouldn't have taken me long to finish it, but I told myself I need to jump into the other stuff, so I'll jump into the other parts. So right now I'm just focusing on my C skills and all the low level stuff, making sure I'm able to read the disassembled code from my C programs and understand how it's being constructed in assembly from the compiler. And then at some point I want to try and build some sort of it probably takes ages. It's going to take a while, but I want to understand how the profiler works, which is a way to test how fast pieces of you know, lines of your code are going. Basically it'll see where you can identify things like how slow your particular points in your code is, how fast it is, and what instructions there are, and blah 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 blah. It's a profiler, right? It's like essentially testing the code, which is cool. That stuff is cool. And then I want to see if I can build something really tiny, like a text-based random roguelike you know, like that type of situation where it's not relying on Windows or anything like that. Like, sorry, Windows, by Windows I mean like actual like Windows screens. I mean like just keep it in the terminal and keep the mechanics there, if that makes sense. Terminal based roguelike thing. I already had some ideas, which is cool. It's kind of crazy what you can do with just what do you call it? Just the terminal. You know what I'm saying? Just the terminal is pretty cool. Like you can come up with some crazy ideas just inside of the terminal. At some point I want to build the grid. You know, like a grid in the old Rogue games. Like originally Mystery Dungeon games were based off of the original Rogue game. It's called the Rogue. It's the original roguelike basically. And yeah, it was built off of the original Rogue, and it was all ASCII art and things like that. And so I'm gonna try and build something similar like that, and then try and come up with something small, very small. I'm really trying to keep things really down to earth. I don't want to expand it too much because it's, you know, at the end of the day, it's not like the eventual project. It's just building towards the skills that I need to build what I want to build. So building small things is helping me, and understanding the different intricacies and stuff like that. Pretty cool the fact you can do. No, I mean, yeah, thanks, but it's not enough. You know what I mean? Like it's definitely not enough. I'm trying to do my best to bridge the gaps between the low level, complete low level to the high level, so that I can try and understand exactly what's happening. Because when I was building with the game engine, Tony, everything was very obvious. It was easy. It was really nice to use and really user friendly, and I was able to get things out really quickly. But the problem is I didn't like the lack of control I had over how fast things were, and also why I had some issues regarding some dependencies when I was running it on that game engine where plugins would need updating, and then if it updates, then I need to worry about my end to change things, so on and so forth. And I really found it frustrating to deal with that part of things where I have to worry about somebody else's code for my stuff to work. I don't really want that to be a thing. Does that make sense? I want to make sure that what I'm building is self-contained, so that if I give this to you and you don't see me for 20 years, you should be able to use the thing that I built. You know, maybe it's a tool or maybe it's a small game or something like that. You should be able to compile it and use it. You know what I mean? That executable should not break. It should just work. And so if I understand it fundamentally how computers are working, and then I can understand machine code, then you can build that stuff, you know? Eventually, the dream is to get so good at the fundamentals and get really good at just programming and stuff like that. I want to try and build a compiler on my own. That sounds pretty hard, but honestly, that'd be fun. That might be fun. Building a compiler. It's the mechanism where statically typed code is converted into assembly or machine code. Not all machine code, and machine code, I should say. So it's like the instructions that are derived from the high level code, and it turns it into the assembly code that is used for specific chips or chipset or whatever. Because that's basically how you know, like Nintendo and all of their proprietary boards, they will have like specific instructions that you can use. And so they have a very specific, I don't know if it's specific, but they have a compiler for that to convert into instructions for that board, if that makes sense. So I don't think I can use any, I don't know, I haven't looked too deep into it, but I don't think I can use any compiler to compile my C code to turn it into like a game for the Game Boy, because the Game Boy is on a specific chipset. It'll have specific instructions and specific rules, specific assembly language that your compiler needs to turn that code into for it to work or whatever. Something like that. I'm still learning, so I'm still revising, I should say. Things are going okay though. Things are going okay. I'm enjoying it, which is good. That's what I mean, I spent half an hour longer than I should have been on stream, but I'm gonna head off and do it now. So it's very fun. It's not usually too much change. It's significant enough for me to be a little bit annoyed, and why I had to think about really going back and learning those fundamentals. So it's enough for me to do that, you know. And honestly, I dislike not having the. It sounds pretentious, but I dislike not having that control over what I build, and it's dependent on other people's libraries or things like that. I want to keep it as pure and minimal as possible, so that when something goes wrong, I should know that it's my fault, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want to rely on, because somebody else's piece of code is broken or it's slower or it's something like that, and I don't know how it works exactly. I would have built that, and therefore I should know where things have gone wrong and how to change it and alter it and things like that, or make it faster or whatever. I want to have that level of control. Unfortunately, that level of control requires a lot of fucking, you know, like, it's not a joke, like, in terms of like learning all the stuff that you need to know to get that good. Like, and I don't even try to hide that or obfuscate the difficulty of trying to get that type of knowledge into my head. It's not easy, and it's taken a while. But as things are getting easier, I'm slowly building the connections between you know, all the stuff that I've kind of learned so far. So all the low level stuff is connecting to the high level stuff, and if I'm starting from C, I mean, you know, if I nail C really, really well to a point where it's like my main language to build things, then I think I'll be in a good position to build a lot of low level tools and stuff that can be used for not just games and stuff. It'll be for like other things. It's cool. I don't know. It's cool to think about, but it's another thing to actually do. So I'm gonna go and do that now. So I'm gonna start reading, not start reading, I'm gonna continue reading the book that I'm supposed to finish that off, make sure I understand it. And then, I've already started writing programs in C again, which is, I don't know, I find it's a different, it feels good, is what I'm gonna say. It feels good. I wish I could use it more often at work, but I can't. Just because they don't really allow me to code often. Anyways, Tony, enjoy your games and enjoy your evening, bro. I'll see you around. I'll see everyone else around. Friday I should be live. I don't know. I'm gonna do some cooking tomorrow, so it might be later than usual. But yeah. Anyways, see ya. Have a good one.